All right, everybody, the time has come. Is it time to say goodbye to Castor Marine? Should we put it out of its misery? Is it time to kill Castor Marine? Is it dead? Down at $1. Red day for everybody. GameStop to the moon. Must be over, right? Well, let's take a look at what we can expect for the Wednesday earnings. I think you'll feel much better, and hopefully you didn't put on your Sunday's best to pay your respects. Well, is the company healthy? If we take a look at their last statement, in September 2020, they had about $40 million in assets. That does count the 2 ships they bought earlier in the year. And they actually had about $10 million in growth. If you compare this to just a year ago, we're talking about a negative $10 million in growth. Obviously, they take on a lot of debt to purchase these assets, but they also just were not being very, very efficient with their assets. Maybe the pandemic has made them think a little smarter, get a little smarter about what they're actually doing. I mean, if we're looking at 40 million in assets versus just a year ago, 6 million in assets, that's what? Almost an 8 times growth in less than a year. And right now, this company is valued at their original value, lacking these ships. So let's see what else is out here. Well, how are we performing? Are these ships even making a difference in this stock? Here is about your 1-year map, your 1-year chart, and I put in the ship's purchase dates and when they're actually received to see, is this even having an effect? Well, slight effect when we get the rainbow, a little more price action with the Magic Horizon and the Magic Nova, and then if you're paying attention, they also have 3 new vessels that's going to break them into the crude oil shipping space. That kind of gave them their rocket effect. Now, crude oil prices are not really at an all-time high. I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to diversify. But I think we have positives to look forward to on Wednesday, even without the crude oil part of it. If we take a look, oh gosh, at slide 4, we have some earning potential, okay? This is the Magic P, the Magic Sun, the Magic Moon, the Rainbow, the Horizon, and the Moon, right? They have the ability to make about $10,000 a day, but if we look at their operating expenses for each ship, it's about $6,000. So every day they're maybe grossing about $5,000 a day, but we're not even remembering that the operating expenses are going to go up due to COVID. In their last quarterly earnings report, they made a point to say this is costing us a huge chunk of our efficiency. But just like schools, just like supermarkets, just like small businesses, everybody's learning a way to deal with COVID, and Castor's going to be no different. If they go back into their earnings report on Wednesday and say, well, COVID really got us down, then, I mean, we could laugh this company out of the room. I don't think they're going to do that. Look at their growth. They have 3 times quarterly earnings growth in less than a year. All right, we have ownership days, 330. This is only for a 3-month period. If we look at the 9-month, they're at 876 days of ownership days versus in 2019, we're at 299. We're going 3 times less than a year. This company is just growing at a ridiculous rate. And I know a red day sucks. We're only at $1, but it could be way worse, folks. Then we look at TCE. TCE is the rate that a standard shipping industry performs at, and it's used pretty regularly to evaluate shipping companies. So TCE revenues in 2019, they're at a 3,020,107, and then for a 3-month period, just the 3-month period in 2020, we're at a 2,399,000. That's from our increased ships. That's from using our money much more effectively. In 2019, they're at only a 1.19 million for the same 3-month period. So we're seeing obvious growth. I see no reason why we're not going to have a great earnings day on Wednesday. Castor was able to achieve a TCE rate of 8,000 during a pandemic, which is down about 23% from 2019. But the rate of shipping has gone up 23% as well. I don't know how we don't have positivity on Wednesday. So you can load the boat right now if you want. I'm in this stock. I have a decent position, and I'm not a financial advisor, but I don't know how you argue with these numbers. We keep looking. Let's look at some other competitors of Castor and see what their TCE score is. A lot of times you're going to hear about Ship Sea Energy, okay? Their fleet ownership days, they're at 3,650. That's because they have 11 ships. Their TC is 14,694 in 2019 with 11 ships. CTRM should be able to get their TCE up way more than that now that they have just as many vessels, they're more efficient, and they're more diversified. Also, this is Ship's TCE back in 2019 pre-pandemic. We haven't seen any of their numbers, and they're valued more than Castor right now. If you want to look at a giant and what their TCE scores look like, we could take a look at Starbuck. Starbuck is a $14 stock. They are a monster. They have so many vessels, and their fleet is 116. But if you look at their earnings report, their TCE in 2015 was 7,000, 2016 6,000, 2017 10,000, and look at this, 2018 13,000, 2019 13,000. So Castor is right there with really, really efficient companies, competitors that are way bigger than them, but they're making the same moves and they're doing it efficiently. Castor has already dealt with their debt. They are making money. They're buying ships and they're diversifying. Also, I don't know how much stock you put in the NASDAQ compliance. Personally, I think it's going to give us a boost when that news does come out. We need the news. But also, if you look at Ship, they got their compliance back in February 21. They had the compliance here, slight pullback, and then rockets. If we can get even close to rockets, I think everybody's going to be in a pretty good spot, diversify, and gap up. Remember, CTRM was at 170, 190 range over a month ago. There's no reason we might not be there on Wednesday. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more earnings analysis, more hot stock tips, and you just like me, please subscribe, Trade with me on YouTube, like the video, leave a comment. What do you think? Are we going to the moon? Are we going to fall flat on our face? Is the dollar as high as we're going to be? I don't know, but I can't wait to find out. Thank you for watching.